This is Coogan Cassius for IFL TV. We're at the Leeds First Direct Arena here, in Leeds obviously, ahead of tonight's show. With me as a guest, Dave Caldwell, promoter, husband, lover, father. Yeah, anything else?
Do a bit of boxing stuff as well.
Absolutely. How are you, alright?
I'm good, really good. The sun's been out all day, so it's a top day.
Oh, where's Theo been?
Oh, it's quite sharp. Quite sharp.
Forget this show, anyway. Forget about anything else. You've got a show on this Saturday. People may or may not be aware of.
Yeah.
In North Wales.
North Wales, Deeside Leisure Centre.
Talk to me about who's on the bill.
It's about 20 minutes outside Cheshire or something like that. 25 minutes from Liverpool, so it's not too far, but it just sounds far away when you say North Wales.
Robbie Davis Jr., Neil Perkins on the bill.
Robbie's back out. Neil Perkins isn't on.
Okay.
He got a shoulder injury, so he had to pull out. But Robbie Davis Jr. is back out again. He's fighting George Watson. We've got Tom Duran, the return of Tom Duran. He's back, 10-0. He was. He won an eliminator for a British title, and then due to work commitments and stuff, he walked away from the game for a bit. But he's back now. He's in a good dust up against Harry Matthews, who always comes to have a war and have a fight. So we've got those two. Andy Jones, who's our big heavyweight prospect, and then there's Ryan Farag on, Courtney Fry. You know, some good Anthony Jevons, some good fights on there. There's about 9 fights on we've got.
I'm not a promoter, as you know. Does it have an impact on you putting a show on the week before FROCH GROVES?
I don't think, to be honest, it's to do with the fact that it's a week before FROCH GROVES. I think just since this FROCH GROVES went on sale and everyone's gone crazy for it, I think a lot of shows have struggled because of that. Not just this. I mean, we had for our Sheffield show, for the first one that we did at Ice Sheffield, we had about 1,800 in. The second one we had, it's still a good turnout, but we had about 1,200 in the other week. This one's not gone as well as what normally they do. Speaking to other promoters as well, they're saying the same sort of thing. I kind of think that it's the knock-on effect of FROCH GROVES, because you've got about 80,000 people that are going to a boxing event. But it's not just them paying for a ticket. They're going out, you know, you've got a lot of people from all over the country going down, thinking about petrol, coaches, however they get in there, you know, hotels, beer money, food money. So it's an expensive weekend next weekend, and I think, you know, the build-up of the last month or so, I think people are just holding on to money, thinking we've got an expensive weekend for FROCH GROVES, can't really afford to go to that show, and you know, it's not. The 80,000 isn't just hardcore fans. You've got your hardcore fans that would probably perhaps travel up to all these other shows as well, that would probably think, well, we've spent a lot of money on an expensive ticket, so we'll give it a miss. And then you've got your fans that are just, you know, pop up for our shows as a one-off. If they're going to pop up for a one-off show, they're going to be going to FROCH GROVES. So I think that's had a big effect on it.
Talking about FROCH GROVES, obviously, seems to be every day there's something coming out of one of the camps. Like today, there's a rumour about Paddy and George the split, and I'm not sure that's true.
I think stuff like that's just silly mind games. Hey mate, right? Good.
Sorry to interrupt.
Adam Smith, head of boxing.
Apologies.
Oh, yeah.
Promoter Dave Caldwell.
Thank you.
Puts on great shows and a great guy.
Cheers, mate.
Well, you put him on Sky then, Adam.
He's regularly on Sky. He's always welcome on ringside. He knows that, and we're showing plenty of his action as well.
Top man.
I had to say it.
I wanted to say it.
I can't. I'll just say it anyway. It just seems to be, like I said, something coming out regarding this, and I think we're going to get this. Yeah, we're going to get this leading up to next Saturday, obviously.
Yeah, it's a big fight. It's a huge fight, and you know, it's a fight that's got a lot of needle, a lot of mind games going in. You know, it's every time they have a face-off or anything like that, it's who had the top side out, and so you're going to get people where look at this plate here. Oh, it's not mine. This is my butler. Cheers, man. Thank you, sir.
Would you like wine, sir? How are you?
Stephen! Get the butler!
Damn you! Damn you! What?
Johnny, can you get them trousers any tighter? Seriously.
What are you trying to say? Huh? That's right! That's right! It's not a walk for you, man!
Does anyone else want to hijack this interview?
Gate crash by
Wait
everybody.
for Don King to walk around the corner now.
What was he saying? Yeah, mind games. I think it's all it's all about mind games. It's like this week about Paddy and whatever. That'll be bullshit. It's all about who can upset the other camp and stuff like that. I don't really think it makes any difference whatsoever. It's great for hype. It's great for fans to keep them guessing and what's happening today. But ultimately, I don't think it makes any difference.
With there being a lot of emphasis and focus around the mind game element, I mean, Ringside even put a feature on it the other day about the psychological aspects of not just that fight, but previous fights, fighters getting into one another's heads.
Yeah.
Come fight night, do you believe that any of this will have any impact what happens in the ring?
Ultimately, for me, mind games depends on the actual individuals, how strong they are mentally. I think George Groves is very, very strong. I know, having worked with him with Haymaker, I know mentally he's a very, very strong kid. He's cool as cucumber. It's been in a fridge, so I went the right term with it, cool as ice. And Carl Froch always seems as though he's once the bell goes, he seems he's very, really stubborn and pig-headed, and he knows what he needs to do. Beforehand, for me, from what people have said before, and with Carl, the more nervous he is, the more on edge he is, the better he performs. And for me, the first time round, he didn't seem as up for it as what he does this one. This one, he seems he seems a bit more mentally focused and prepared for it. So I think all these mind games, when the bell goes, I don't think it'll have that much to make an effect on the result, I don't think. We've got all the fun and games which will probably start this weekend. Do you know what?
Well, Gloves Are Off is on this week, isn't it, on Saturday? So that should really kick it off. Yeah.
I've seen the clip. The clip looks good. Yeah.
The clip looks good. So that should be compelling viewing. I think straight after the Champions League final that's on. So Sky Sports 1. So
good viewing figures for that then for the guy.
Absolutely. So listen, I'm going to pester you next week. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to pester my milkman next week for views on FROCH Groves, so I'm definitely going to be pestering you. Do
you know what? My views have been changing. I've changed my mind 3 times.
Yeah?
I've changed my mind 3 times.
So right now we're sitting on...
Well, initially, as soon as the fight rematch was made, on the night even, I said to Eddie, I think George beats Carl straight away, rematch, 100%. Then he got a little bit where I'm kind of thinking... I'm not so sure now. The ringside the other day when Carl had, hey mate, oh yeah, right, good, hey, nice one. I think right, hey babe, you good? Yeah, sounds mate. Right. When Carl seemed to handle George really, really well, I thought mentally he had the top side. I thought that flustered George a little bit. So kind of like thinking, I think Carl's on it. But then back today again. I just think George. Today I think George.
You've gone Groves, FROCH Groves.
Yeah, I'm back to Groves, but only because from personal experience with George, I know that he's great at adapting. He's great at adapting, and I don't know Carl enough to know whether he's good at adapting or not. So from that side, that's my perspective I'm looking at.
All right. Dave Caldwell, thanks for talking to IFL TV. Enjoy the night of boxing here in Leeds. It's a fantastic arena here, so hopefully there's some good fights. And we'll catch up with you next week.
Cheers, Matt.
Coogan Cassius, Dave Caldwell, IFL TV. Thank you very much.